Good morning, students. In my last class, I explained you about physical and chemical properties of metals and non-metals. And when I was teaching you the physical properties, I also explained some exceptional behavior. Today, I will explain the exceptional behavior of few metals and non-metals in detail. The first point is mercury is the only metal which exists as a liquid at room temperature. And bromine is the only non-metal which exists as liquid at room temperature. Otherwise, metals are solids, but mercury is the only metal which exists as liquid at room temperature. But non-metals may be solids, liquids, or gases, but bromine is the only non-metal which exists as liquid at room temperature. Next point, metals like gallium and cesium have very low melting points. Sorry, I have not written here low. They have very low melting points. Otherwise, metals have very high melting points. Iodine, being a non-metal, is lustrous. Only metals are lustrous. Non-metals are non-lustrous, but iodine is lustrous. Next, elements like carbon can exist in different forms. And these forms, they differ in their physical properties, but they have same chemical properties. What do you mean by different physical properties? Means, suppose the example of allotrope is, and these forms are known as allotrope. Examples of allotropes are diamond and graphite. So diamond is hard, but graphite is soft. So they have different physical properties. And what do you mean by chemical properties? What are diamond and graphite? They are the forms of carbon only. Both of them react with oxygen to form carbon dioxide. So these forms have different physical properties but same chemical properties, and each form is known as allotrope. And what is the difference between diamond and graphite? First difference, diamond is hard, graphite is soft. In diamond, no electron is free, so diamond is bad conductor of electricity. In diamond, each carbon is bonded to 4 other carbon atoms. So all the electrons are involved in bonding. So it is a bad conductor of electricity. In graphite, each carbon is bonded to 3 other carbon atoms. 1 electron is free, and that is why graphite is good conductor of electricity. And details of this will be discussed when we will learn the chapter carbon and its compounds. So don't worry. This topic will be again discussed. This I have told you. Metals form which type of oxides? Basic oxides. Metals react with oxygen to form magnesium oxide. So when this magnesium oxide is dissolved in water, alkalis are formed. Now if we will test with red litmus paper or blue litmus paper, so that if the red litmus paper changes into blue, it means it is basic in nature. So metals form bases and basic oxides which dissolve in water, they form alkalis. You can take another example, calcium, sodium. Sodium reacts with the oxygen to form sodium hydroxide, aqueous sodium hydroxide. Calcium reacts with oxygen to form calcium hydroxide. So all these are basic in nature. Non-metals form acidic oxide. What do you mean by this? You know the examples of non-metals. Here I have written only carbon, sulfur. You can take nitrogen also, phosphorus also. So all these non-metals, when react with oxygen, they form oxides, and when they are dissolved in water, they form acids. So when we'll test these sample, if blue litmus changes into red, it means they are acidic in nature. So non-metals form acidic oxide, metals form basic oxide. Thank you. In my next video, I will teach you the chemical reactions of metals and non-metals.